think it's time we put this on the GTI. I've been putting it to the side for too long. Let's do it. Well, if working on cars was easy, I think everyone would do it. To give you an example, that's how the first two bolts came out, and this is how the third one came out. This is a nut that goes on the bottom, but you can't actually put a socket on it easily, so I had to grind it down. It sits here, as you can see. This is where it gets captured. It's essentially a rubber in a, it's a metal in a rubber, I think, or something along those lines. And over time it gets rusty, and it just becomes a nightmare to remove. But this is what the shock looks like. You can see that the paint is just cracking off, and I think at some point this was going to snap anyway after a bit. So it's a bit dirty, but you know, it's all out. I'll show you what the first two hold. That's normal, and this is the one I had to grind down. Not too bad. This hole is still round, it's not oval. It's the thick for about 5-10 millimeter metal, so it's impossible to make it bent. But those rings are just me just trying to gun it out. But yeah, I managed to get it out. It's a nightmare, but it's done. That one is out, and that shock absorber leg is out. I've also done most of the work on this side as well. I've taken the brake caliper off. I've also cut off the most of the cutting off has been done on the track rod end, the bolt. So once that is cut off, that should release it then. Hopefully, you can probably just tell. Just needs a little bit more, and then that should come out. Brake caliper, as you can see, is off. I've also taken off these 3 bolts. Well, left these two in here. That one was a bit stiff, but it did come out. That one came out, and that one came out as well. So hopefully that should be easy peasy. I've also went ahead and the back of the suspension, I put WD-40 all around the bottom of it as well. So when we go to essentially remove anything, it should be a lot easier. But yeah, I've just been busy today, but all good. I've also, I don't know if I mentioned last time, but I did actually go ahead and clean with air blower most of the engine interior, or the most of the engine compartment, with a lot of the rubbish like these little leaves and stuff. It looks a hell of a lot better than what it did, but it's not perfect by any means. But I will get engine degreaser to degrease all of this rubbish out, and then on a nice sunny day we're going to go ahead and clean it before we put the engine in, and that will make the whole everything look a lot more nicer. Cool. Thank you for watching, guys, and I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube for even longer videos. Thank you.